This is a teachable moment that I'm going to go through right now, honestly. You cannot make this up. I want to show y'all something, right? So let me get this video on this phone first. No, I don't need to do that. I can get it on here. All right, so I was watching the Troy Bridge opening today, right? I was watching the Troy Bridge opening today. And I'm happy that the Troy Bridge is open. But I want to ask some questions to the people of Jamaica. How long did it take for them to fix the Troy Bridge? That's what I want to ask first. I'm going to Google it too, you know. I'm going to Google it. I'm going to Google it. How long did it take the government to fix the Troy Bridge? How long did it take the Jamaican government to fix the Troy Bridge? The Jamaican government took roughly 4 years and 10 months to replace the collapsed Troy Bridge. See that? You guys can Google it yourself. It took the government 4 years and 10 months to replace the Troy Bridge. So the people of that area were suffering for 4 years and 10 months. Their children almost lost their lives because that bridge is connected to so many communities. People almost lost their lives. Now there's a bridge that a man lost his life the other day. That bridge needs fixing. Desperately. That's another bridge connected to some communities. Right? What are they? Let me see if I can find some clips. I need to hear some comments from Everall Warmington regarding the Troy Bridge. This was when 2022. Let me see this. There's some legislators in this country who disregard the people's plight and act in a manner suggesting that the populace must endure inconvenience or worse, great suffering until they decide to do what is really their job to resolve their problems affecting constituents. Those legislators who insist on treating citizens as subjects are sometimes sent crashing back to earth after ballots are cast and counted. The vote is the people's voice, and we hope they continue to use it wisely. 2 weeks ago, in this space, we discussed this disgraceful condition that the residents of Cowick Park, Manchester, who depend on Troy Bridge, are facing at the time. We highlighted the cry of Miss Dulcie Broomfield for help. We cannot live in this condition. It is like nobody cares about us, Miss Broomfield, who lives in Cowick Park, said, and is one of the many residents of that and other communities who depend on Troy Bridge, which collapsed a year ago and is yet to be replaced. Our report had pointed out that some 2,000 Jamaicans rely on the bridge to get from their communities to school, to work, or to go about their general business. Mr. Everall Warmington, the government minister with responsibilities for works, was reportedly then saying that a replacement bridge may take 2 budget cycles to be erected. According to him, engineers are still working on a design. We are not surprised, Mr. Warmington insolence, when our journalist, Mr. Casey Williams, called him last week for an update on the bridge. Mr. Williams documented that display of brusqueness in his follow-up story in today's paper. Today's story again highlights the astronomical cost to students and adults who are forced to use the alternative routes because um, of the absence of the bridge. It also reported that the acting principal of Troy Primary, Miss Carisha McIntosh, as saying that the school attendance has dropped significantly because of the distance and expense. Let me turn off this computer because this battery are dead fast. Computer can't really do without current. Shut it down. Who, including two experienced teachers and students who transferred to another school to avoid the expense near 15-mile alternative. Jamaica, you hear that? Persons had to do a 15-mile alternative route to go to school. 15 miles. That is how important the Tribridge is. And you're telling me that it took them 4 years to fix it. Right? What is this? Application was unable. What? Shut down that, man. But even more troubling, but even more troubling is word from healthcare workers at Troy Health Center that sick elderly patients, some diabetic and other hypertensive, and babies have not been able to use the facility since the bridge collapsed. Additionally, we have been told that school children and adults are placing their lives at risk by using a makeshift bridge. You know, hear me I tell you no? I don't tell no lies, Jamaica. This is in the newspaper, this is the Observer. They are taking a risk with their lives using a makeshift bridge created from a fallen tree to cross the river running between the affected communities. Readers will recall that the residents have been using made a zip line made from rope, a bucket to cross the river, which also possesses grave danger. Students was doing this. We accept that the government is facing financial limitations, especially given the heavy commitment to the novel coronavirus pandemic. However, the situation facing residents in the community we have highlighted is an emergency. People like Mr. Warmington may think that this is merely a matter of access to the bridge because according to him, that is not the only one bridge in Jamaica. Jamaica, want to hear that? Dirty Warmington. That's why I go for the article in the comment. I said, I remember him saying this. That is not the only bridge in the island, right? That needs to be replaced or repaired. Everybody know that, but it's an emergency, a big dummy. The cold hard facts he should acknowledge is that we are already seeing the effects of the situation on education, health, the residents' ability to survive economic activity in other areas, and most importantly, the risk to life. The political representative of the affected communities and the government need to do their jobs. You are dealing with fellow human beings who deserve respect and who have been placed in office to serve. Jamaica, I wanted to read that first. Thank God I found this article. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it. I'm going to send it to myself right here. So, no. Let me show you. Let me show you what happened today at the Troy Bridge. Grand opening, right? All right, grand opening. All smiles. Grand opening. That's not the part. Look how much people are following. See? Look at this. Look at that. Sometimes I have to wonder if some of them things are stage. The same people, Jamaica, the same people that were suffering, kids almost losing their lives, these are the same people showering around the Prime Minister as if they did a timely, they did their job in a timely matter. Just look at this, you know. You see that? What is the message that the people is sending the government? They can suffer you for 4 years, and then when they bring relief, you shower them with praises after suffering you for 4 years. See? Look at it. Look at them. All smile. That's some of them same people, you know. When I suffer, you know, watch them. Everybody want to take a picture with the Prime Minister. Mighty God. Look at that. Bro, you cannot make this up. Now let me go to the video when we really want to go to. That put this and ties this into a bow to show you that this is something that the politicians do all the time.
Why are you carrying a chicken into a cabinet meeting? Because sometimes Sir, why are you carrying a chicken into a cabinet meeting? Because sometimes a chicken understands politics better than people do.
Watch closely. This lesson is not about the chicken.
Sir, what are you doing? Stop hurting the poor animal.
Be patient. The lesson has only begun.
This is cruel. Let it go.
Sometimes pain teaches what words cannot.
The poor thing is fighting with everything it has.
Because it still remembers the pain. I can't watch this anymore. This is cruelty. The poor creature has almost no feathers left. Keep watching.
How can you remain so calm while it suffers?
Because the lesson is not finished yet. Look at it. It can barely walk. Watch carefully. Haven't you done enough already?
Grains? Why are you giving it food now?
Because the lesson begins now. No, it can't be. After everything that happened, it's going back.
Clock!
It was fighting to escape just moments ago. Why would it trust him again?
Clack.
This is unbelievable. It has already forgotten the pain.
Clack. The same person who caused its suffering is now its comfort.
Now do you understand? What does this even mean?
Clack.
After everything that happened, why is it still beside you?
It was terrified of you just moments ago.
I don't understand. That's exactly the point. Watch the chicken carefully. A few moments ago, it was running from me. Now it sits beside me. All it took was a handful of grains. People are just like this. You take everything from them. You make them suffer. You leave them with pain, disappointment, and broken promises. Then, when the time comes, you give them a few grains, a little relief, a little hope, a few gifts. Suddenly, they forget every injustice. Suddenly, they forget the suffering. They forget the pain. They forget every injustice. That's the lesson. No matter how much pain they remember, hunger can make them forget. A nation's future is shaped by the choices its people make. Stay informed, think carefully, and never forget the lessons of the past.
Sir, why are you carrying a chicken into a cabinet meeting?
Ladies and gentlemen, when I saw the scenes from Tribridge, that video popped up into my mind. I said, whoa, truer words have never been spoken. The people of this area just forgot about the 4 years of suffering, you know, running behind Andrew is not take picture with him. That's why I stay in the wilderness, you know. Because someone are real set up, you know. After we there, on the app, a battle phone, right? And someone on the labor right to come out and cuss all Andrew. Same thing wanna do, you know. As soon as they come, they suffer on for 6 years, nah, stop vote for them. They just come go on look sweets, look KFC, want look money. I wanna forget about everything with them they do. You better wake up. You better wake up holding these politicians accountable, it's a full-time job. And it could mean your child becoming a slave or your child being liberated depending on what you do. Because if you guys are just going to suffer for 4 years and as soon as the man fix the bridge, taking picture with him for what? For what? For incompetence? Just like how they can give what them name JPS 150 million US dollars because it's an emergency and the people need light. Why them couldn't do an emergency and get the bridge fixed in a less than 4 years? Everyone that said what? It's not only one bridge alone in a Jamaica one fix. Which other bridge them did fix Jamaica in the last 4 years? Go back and look. But that's the argument them dashing in your face because them under pressure. You hear how much things. The article said persons' lives were in danger. Economically, it put a strain on the people that lived in the area. Health care was affected people in those clinics, right? 15-mile picnic have to travel and all of a sudden, you guys forget that it's the same government that... You see, if it was the People's National Party that came in and fixed the situation, I could say, all right, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, we can't understand, I don't want to take picture. Thank you, Marky G, for, doing the right thing because the other government never do it. When you go and like say JLP just coming up power, it is something that happened under their watch for one term. It took them one whole term to fix a bridge. Imagine that. It took them a term to fix a bridge. That is that important. That was an emergency. Then why are you guys flaunting over the Prime Minister like that? I don't understand. Well, I do know because this video just told me this is the reason. They can abuse you, you allow it, and you take the abuse, and then one moment of giving you some grains, here you come. Oh, thank you, my Prime Minister. Take a picture with me. Man, boy, hey, man, I'm trying to, boy. Yo, like the video, share the video, man. This is crazy. I'm telling you. Like and share the video. Jamaica, I was so disappointed. So disappointed when I saw that. But then the video clicked to me.